What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka That Sports Gamer, here, alongside my good buddy Adam, aka Night Attack '09. Adam, how's it going?
Great. How are you doing, TJ?
I'm ecstatic right now. You know why?
Why?
Because we are about to talk about the Press Row Podcast Madden 17 franchise mode and who everybody's going to be.
I am super excited for this reveal.
Me as well, though I already know some of them since this is the second time we're doing this.
Revealing the mystery already.
Yes. AFC, let's just start it off. Let's get into it. Let's do this quick. Starting in the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers, with Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, and Le'Veon Bell, will be run by none other than Pete Dodd, at Pete Dodd on Twitter.
Yes, most famous for being fired every single year, so we'll be interested to see if he keeps that record up.
All right. Joining him in the AFC North, playing as the Cincinnati Bengals, led by Andrew Whitworth, Geno Atkins, and A.J. Green, is at Rich Grisham, Roll Tide himself.
Yes, and you know he's got to be happy with a big, strong offensive line.
Yeah, I feel like him and Pete have been matched up a lot recently, so this should be a good rivalry continuing.
Absolutely.
Moving down to the AFC South with the Tennessee Titans, with Gerald Casey, Delaney Walker, and Brian Orakpo, who's one of my favorite names to say. We have Jerkface Fave,
also known as Dylan.
He's my favorite Dylan, not gonna lie.
Yes. He'll have a lot of fun with the Titans and Marcus Mariota running all over the place.
And he's all alone down there in the South, so.
Yes, he is.
I kind of feel bad for him. But up in the AFC East, with the New England Patriots and the party animal Rob Gronkowski, the deflator himself, Tom Brady, and Julian Edelman, who's kind of a beast in mutt, not going to lie. We've got Sebro 33.
Also known as Chris, he joined the league late last year as the KC Chiefs, so big change. I believe he's a season ticket holder of the Pats. Super excited to join up as them.
And joining him in the AFC East, playing as the Buffalo Bills, with Marcel Darius, Richie Incognito, and Cordy Glenn. I should probably stop reading off the names because at some point I'm going to not know how to pronounce someone. Gus Ramsey.
Gus will be terrifying with Tyrod Taylor running the option with Shady McCoy.
I'm very worried that Gus is going to run the table and make it to another Super Bowl.
He probably will.
Is that all alone in the AFC East? No, there's two in the AFC East. All right. AFC West and the Denver Broncos will be ran by C. Whitaker 22.
Also known as Chad. Chad joined us a couple of years ago. He's been the Chiefs as well. And I can't remember who he was last year. It's just escaping me.
Man, it's not
Pittsburgh.
important.
Pittsburgh. He was Pittsburgh last year. He's a good Madden player, and he'll be terrifying with the Broncos, but they don't have a quarterback, so.
They got the Sanchez. Joining him in the AFC West as the Oakland Raiders is Kranged.
Also known as Evil Craig, who's going to terrify us with that Carr-Cooper combo.
He's one of the guys that was in that whole rotation of people being the Packers through many seasons.
Yes. So he was Houston last year, but couldn't win. So he'll be more terrifying as the Raiders.
The Raiders. Moving on to the National Football Conference. Is that what it stands for?
Yeah, pretty close.
Is it not correct?
No, you're correct.
All right, make sure. Playing in the NFC North and the Green Bay Packers, none other than the handsomest man in sports video games, That Sports Gamer.
Yes, I'm going to have to agree with you there. And he's got a great team to start off with, one of the best quarterbacks in the game.
Yeah, and a past Press Row Podcast CFM Super Bowl champion.
Yes, but he's dueling a past CFM champion as well in his division.
That is correct. Joining me in the NFC North as the Detroit Tigers is none other than my ultimate rival, Pasta Padre.
Who apparently is taking the baseball team if he's playing as the Tigers.
Did I call him the Tigers again? I did that on the first recording, too. So weird. I'm going to turn that Golden Tate into a Bronze Tate. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The joke's a lot better if you heard it in the first one, where I made the joke much clearer. Moving down to the NFC South and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Now, before this reveal, again, this is a newcomer to the Press Row Madden League.
See how hard it is
This
for you
is
to not
really
say
exciting.
CFM?
I know.
You want to say CFM, but
I
it's
know.
not true.
I know.
We've got Millennium OS, the forum's moderator at Operation Sports.
Oh, yes. And he thinks he's going to win the first year.
I mean, he's got tools. I don't know if he's got a team.
Stiff competition in the NFC.
Joining him in the NFC South as the Carolina Panthers, that's a pretty beastly-looking team with Kuechly and Newton and Greg Olson, is Corey S.A.
Ooh, Corey Sanders?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Anders.
Anders.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Corey.
You're a fellow Canadian. You should know.
I know. That's why. Well, he's been one of the most terrifying players at time. I mean, if you remember way back to Madden 25 with his 400-yard game with AJ Green.
He's also like 7'9", so you should be terrified of him.
Yeah, absolutely. He will be a challenge for the NFC.
Moving over to the NFC East and the Dallas Cowboys and their amazing offensive line, we've got Night Attack 09. Oh, that rhymed. Nice.
Absolutely, taking over the Cowboys. This will be interesting. Now, what if I told you I'm going to take America's team and move them to London? Let's say London.
I'd be interested to see how that works out. I think you should move America's team to Canada. I think that would be more hilarious.
It might happen, but how mad do you think people would be across the country?
Oh, wait. Move them to Mexico. That would be even funnier.
It could happen.
Moving on to the NFC West, the newly West Coast Los Angeles Rams. We've got Stunt Monkey 12.
Also known as Andrew, a very good Madden player who's beat his brother for a late Madden League championship back in 15. So,
interesting.
Yes.
Joining him in the West, the Arizona Cardinals will be piloted by Doyle 1524.
Also known as Mike Doyle. Another good Madden player who's ready to come in and challenge in the dog fight that will be the NFC.
I mean, I'm going to win the NFC, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's big talk, man. When was your last championship? Years ago.
I don't know. I also had to take time off to have a kid and stuff, so I'm back.
That was important.
Ready to go. So those are the teams in the Madden NFL 17 Press Row podcast franchise. And
yes.
We look forward to getting this kicked off.
Absolutely. Lots of games being streamed, too, so make sure to follow people's Twitters.
And we'll try to host the games at twitch.tv/hitthepass, I believe. We'll try to do that. All right. So I hope you enjoy your team that you're with. And good luck, unless you're in the NFC. Or the AFC.
I am in the NFC. Let's go, TJ. I can't wait for our matchup.
I'm going to wreck you. It's all good.